Is it working? Okay, hi guys, and welcome back to some more Shadowverse over here with Kagero. We are continuing the story mode. It's advancing like very fast. I mean, I felt like the other characters, the story progressed pretty fast, but Kagero is like on a whole new level. But yeah, apparently the feud between him and Tsukikage is something, and it seems like he's gonna have to learn the art of decay in order to face him. Earth indiscriminately cuts down his victims and carries the sword who pursues him, but long ago they were both sword-inhabiting spirits. Ah, that is very interesting. Finally, some background.
Not good warm. It must be cold. A blade is like water. It is meant to flow, to be swung. A blade is like water. A taste of it, and flowers of blood will bloom. Well now, shall we chat a little about us? We're a type of yokai. I suppose vengeful souls is an easy way to put it. A demonic sword which is killed and bathed in the blood of many. Through time, generation after generation, consciousness of its own emerged. That's us.
So they are the soul of the swords.
Short, we were born to water the fires of this world. Joy, pride, the passions of living. All life experiences them. We are the water that smothers those desires. To kill.
Oh shit.
And kill. During the time I awoke, Vellsar was mired in violence. An age of war.
It seems like, yeah, that's Vellsar in a nutshell.
Today, everyone has gone soft, only pretending to wait for the chance to strike. Open warfare is a thing of the past.
Really?
The past. Things were great back then. I cut and stabbed, and not a complaint in the world.
Make Vellsar great again.
Except this fool, Kagero. Detestable and a lost cause. I loathe how he ruins each and every little thing. We must not murder. We must not take lives. How foolish. A pathetic joke. I am a blade. To cut and kill is my purpose. We argued and fought. Time and time again. Sometimes he wins.
Ancient
other
food.
times I win. The score was tied. He is the bane of my existence, truly. But the days where I won were undeniably the best. I can remember them so well. Stop! Please stop! I believe you are mistaken. This isn't something that can be halted.
Jesus. Oh.
I cut the werewolf down as he fled.
I'm begging you. I have a family.
You do now. Don't worry. I'll find them next and bring you all together in the end. I killed the dragon newt as he begged.
You're a yokai, aren't you? How can you betray us like this?
Whoever said we were allies? At least I never did. And I turned my back on the yokai. It felt so liberating. But the days where Kagero won were a true low point. Utterly depressing. Being defeated was depressing. Being cut down was depressing. Worst of all, though, being sheathed with no purpose, completely devoid of joy and pleasure.
How did you manifest like bodies if you were the soul of swords? I think, you know, it brings more explanations, but it's still very confusing.
Why are you always so composed, so calm? It is abnormal. It is unusual. Loathsome. The hatred was too much to bear. The urge to kill him was insurmountable. In the darkness of my mind, I longed for a way to defeat him. Hundreds and thousands of times, I simulated our battle. And then it bloomed on me. The flowers of death. Within the darkness, there it was. A beautiful path of blood-red licorice. I must walk along this flower bed. that will reveal a way to kill him. In short, I experienced an enlightenment. And that was how the
Art of Decay
was born. An instantaneous two-strike technique. For as long as he thinks that is all it is, he'll never prevail.
Oh, there's more to it.
To take down Kagero. It is also the proof that I'm the one and only. In our next battle, I unleashed the technique with all my might, hatred, and intention to kill. Each and every bit of my energy was focused on striking him down.
It didn't work.
I enjoyed myself for the first time ever. He lost his composure. I could feel the intent to kill and taste the desperation in him. I've never seen anything like it. It was completely outside my expectations. I was going to snatch his life, and he was going to snatch mine. In the end, we both fell. I've had wins, and I've had losses. But this was the first for a draw.
Huh.
And then, you see, something fantastic occurred. What's this? Have I gained my own form? What bliss! Now, we can truly kill each other once and for all.
Gaining your body only to throw it away like that.
I thought a part of it is my fault, but he lost his memories. He's lost himself. I would feel no joy in cutting him down at this moment. I wish to kill him even if there isn't a point, but I can wait a little for the fruit to ripen. Kagero, you're an impediment, a hindrance. I'm myself. A single blade is what I am. That's how it should be. And here, a suitable battlefield for our duel. A blade is like water. It flows cold and feeds the flowers of blood. You who would reject that do not deserve to be a sword. So be gone. Disappear. I'll erase you. My long-sought wish will finally be realized. You have no idea how long I've been waiting for this day, Kagero. I will kill you.
Jesus. Alright. I have the feeling that Kagero might have to go over his restraint and actually kill in order to unlock Art of Decay so he can fight Tsukikage. That's my prediction for the story. But maybe it will be a little bit better than that, who knows. The final Tsukikage leaves behind a growing trail of corpses. Ugh. Okay. Wait, we're gonna fight as him. Huh, interesting. Yeah, that still seems to be the best deck. We're gonna fight as Tsukikage.
Well, he should be arriving any time now. Come, Kagero. You fool.
So this is what happened earlier.
Age the world has fallen into, left with nothing but these tiny, pathetic skirmishes. Are there no war fields or battlefronts?
How about you check on the Lord of Darkness? I hear he might have a thing or two about it. Swing of his sword and blood arcs into the air. Tsukikage glares at the gruesome sight he created, only to sigh in boredom. Then a rustling sound. Unconcerned, Tsukikage remains still. He knew from the moment they made a noise that, whoever they may be, they were not the opponent he seeks. Huh!
You're that savage they're talking about.
How could you do such a thing? What the hell is it you want?
Tsukikage turns to face the new visitors. The feature comprises his face are undeniably beautiful. Long eyelashes, bright pupils, lips like flower petals, and yet his vulgar smile and abnormal aura surrounding him speak the contrary.
To the death with him. I want to take his head off his neck and prove that I'm the real one.
What the hell are you talking about?
A trail of corpses. That is how he'll know my location. Just follow the scent of blood. Plus, he is a complete fool. He won't act unless circumstances demand it, like stopping someone from being killed. That kind of nonsense. He needs to be backed into a corner, so that there is no place to escape but the battlefield. What a fool. We were created for battle. That is the sole reason for our existence.
Yokai words become nothing more than a rambling monologue. The yokai fail to find meaning in his words, nor do they have an intention to. Instead, their fists tremble with anger. They quiver with rage at his arrogant man. This arrogant man has murdered many of their kin.
Enough! I can't take this anymore. I will have my revenge.
A grand statement, but turning them into reality is another
It's
matter.
not gonna work.
Shut your mouth! Nothing is more
Oh.
boring than cutting the weak. But you know what?
Yokai attack, but being fueled purely by rage, fail to even graze their target. When it comes to rage and hatred, he is second to none. Oh! Sword drawn, blade slung, body sliced.
The flowers of blood are beautiful nonetheless. How much longer until I get a taste of this with him, I wonder?
Gaia's sword has once again bathed itself in blood, and in it shines the reflection of a truly vulgar smile.
Even I'm still not used to this face yet.
The wives the love his blade and begins to take his leave, and a scent one could never mistake wafts up his nose. Dense aroma of blood, heavy and thick.
What could this be? Perhaps someone the same kind as me?
Oh! Leading him to a curious man standing alone. A stain of countless slaughters linger about him, a truly appalling aroma, but despite this, the man expresses no murderous intent, not a hint of hostility whatsoever. Fascinated, Tsugai mouth morphs into a twisted
You
smile.
What are you doing?
All right. I almost forgot.
Why are you here, all alone and forlorn?
I want to play with this guy, god damn.
This is a dead end.
Sensible conversation fails to establish between the two. However, Tsukai simply smiles nonchalantly and continues on.
Oh? Are you inebriated?
Your name is... What was it again?
Have we met before? Oddly, not a single scratch on you if we did. But no matter.
Kage's blade speeds through the air. The curious man draws his own sword. At last, the man shows some energy of life.
My. So there are still some embers burning in you. Exactly what I had hoped.
No matter how many times this cycle repeats, you do not change one bit.
Of course. I am and can only be myself.
I approve.
Coincidence. I do too.
Well, ain't that just lovely?
Interesting, I must say. Allow me to test you out.
You are welcome to try.
Oh shit. Oh god, we're actually gonna face him. Huh. I don't think we actually fought him with any other character. That's gonna be interesting.
You're quite an interesting find.
You do not change one bit.
I don't think we want taunt unless we... Yeah, we burn it, so this looks alright. So I guess we can do Necromantic Ether, Ravening Ram, and all that. Alright, we have a pretty decent starting hand here. Nightfall, that's interesting. Tilt is back. Have a bunch of Neteran Great Trees ready to roll. That opens that, which will be taken out. It's gonna be a long time until this becomes a thing. That would have been better, but we'll try and work like this. It does not. Oh, because it's not. It didn't come into play. Vampiric Kiss. That's a very low impact card. Well, Undying Resentment will deal with that. This roulette vampire, huh? 5/7.
This is my home. You are my food.
What? If I can't attack until the next turn, summon a spider MP, and he selected his own follower. Wow, that's something.
These are my weapons.
Give me your neck, please.
Whoa.
Now fight like.
All right, looking good.
May as well have fun.
Hmm.
This is my
Oh, that's annoying.
You
I
are
have
my
had
food.
enough.
Whoa.
Should I suffocate you? Suck you dry.
Oh, that's a good hit on him. Let's see, we can get this and this. And that's it. It's gonna be a long time until he can get that out.
I won't hurt you. Too much.
Intriguing.
Intriguing, huh?
Oh my. This packs more trouble than it's
Shutting
worth.
down.
Alright.
Life's end is eternity's beginning.
Ooh, you have a good eye.
Come with us.
Breach of contract.
Alright, looking pretty good here. Whoa.
What'll pop first? My veins or your face? Are oddly similar.
What? So that was his deck. Oh my god, I haven't seen that in ages. Okay. Looks like we'll have to play a little bit more seriously. Wow, I haven't lost against against an AI, story mode AI.
An interesting find.
You do not change one bit.
Alright, let's see what we can do here. Should we go for this? Nah, it's not good. Might have to actually build a deck. I don't want that.
I won't hurt you. Too much. Breach of contract.
Alright, I think we are in a better position now.
This is my home.
Hmm.
You are my food.
Alright, we could have a little bit of an impact next turn.
Today's your lucky day, my friend.
I have had enough.
There's a wave coming. Hold on to your cards.
Oh boy. Yeah, that is not a good trade. Yeah, I think it's better to do this. Not having what to play is annoying.
Good draw.
Oh wow. That actually works.
Verifying access.
Start of your next turn, randomly put one of the highest cost followers
Over this new contract.
from your hand into play.
Spin ball.
But it's at the start of your next turn.
Intriguing.
Fucking Vulcan, save me!
It's not great, but we'll
Couldn't meet my quota.
do that. And I think we'll play this and evolve and go aggressively.
Enemy identified.
Let's see if we can finish him off. At least we force him to do that. Oh, that actually is good. Oh, fuck. Okay, let's do this.
Say goodbye to your life.
The underworld has turned back!
Enemy identified.
I guess I could have done nothing to prevent him from playing stuff.
I can't be done yet.
Do we have it? Not yet.
You intend to bury me.
Enemy identified.
Okay, next turn.
Life's a gamble. May as well have fun.
Check out my fancy footwork.
It's down to 1. Yeah, he didn't get it this time.
Check out my fancy footwork.
Can you withstand my sword?
He cannot clear.
Verifying access. Shutting down.
This is the best trade though that he could, but it's not good enough, unfortunately. Let's see what we would get. Yeah, that.
Life's end is eternity's beginning.
I wasn't good enough.
Come with us.
Just BMing.
I wasn't good enough.
So that is how it goes.
But yeah, easy win. This time around. That previous match though.
You blossomed beautifully.
He blossomed beautifully, huh?
The feel of my blade sliding through your flesh. It is fantastic. This marks the end. And this concludes the fight.
Oh shit.
Splendid.
You truly are a strange one. You are so very much weak. So why then do you smell of blood?
Once the stain is set in, it cannot be removed.
Sorrow overtakes the man's face, regret, resignation, emotions that Tsukikage cannot comprehend. To him, the smell of blood is a great honor, the proof of one's purpose. There is no sorrow in death.
Oh, you're hiding your true strength. You have but one life. You should give more thought to how you use it. Now is not the time to be holding back.
I remember now. Your name is Kikage.
My, where did you hear that name?
We have battled to the death many times before. I had learned your name then.
Tsukage searches through his memories, but nothing comes to mind. Firstly, if they truly had battled to the death, it would not make sense how both remained breathing today.
Why, I have no memory of that.
As for what you are, I do not recall. Or perhaps I never knew.
So he doesn't know everything. Then a man's words like trying to grab a smoke impossible. Tsukage is amused, for they are similar but also different. It makes Tsukage want to kill him all the more.
I am myself. A single blade is what I am. If you don't feel like fighting for real, that's fine. I've taken a liking to that scent of yours, so I'm feeling generous. What's your name? I'll put it on your gravestone.
Vellsar.
A lovely name it is. I'll make sure your death is just as exquisite.
Ah, right. Your blade.
My sword will guide you through the veil onto the red floral path. Behold, art of decay.
Was magnificent.
Oh shit. With his back and abdomen slashed, the man silently collapses onto the ground. Spills out in the shape of a blood-red flower.
You blossomed beautifully. I must say, you were really something. You were the first to meet gazes with me before my strikes landed. Fascinating. truly fascinating. I shall engrave your name here.
Yeah, he's kind of a time-jumping fella. Bird flutters about, lightly etching the letters, marking a grave for the fallen
It was
man.
a pleasure. Now, that fool Kagero. It is about time he reaches me with a strength and resolve.
Another carrying the words gets to his next destination. To him, his nearest victim is already a thing of the past. Brilliant. Then, without a sound, the one Sky had been waiting for finally reaches the scene.
This is...
Then on the corpse, the way the abdomen, back, and arm are scarred, it is obvious who the culprit was. The story is he should have known what to expect, but even so, the sight is still gruesome beyond imagination. Must be stopped. Kagero recites this in his heart, and inside it a fire ignites.
Sorry he did this to you.
Go down to the to close the fallen man's eye. In that very moment, he noticed something peculiar. Corpse body, its mouth frozen in the shape of a peculiar smile, was on its side facing to the left. The man's right arm was stretched out, pointing to something half hidden by the name scratched in the ground. Footprints. Person cut down from the front would lie facing up. Person cut down from the behind would lie facing down. This is simple logic. It's facing to the left. Why?
Horizontal lines carved into their back and chest. And that's not all. I even saw bodies missing their arm.
Their arm?
Indeed. Left or right, but always one arm.
It is all coming together.
Where the body's positioned, the footprints it seems to be pointing to, and more important than anything, to Kage's wrath. The technique was devised solely for the purpose of killing Kagero.
The secret behind his technique. Art of decay.
The body's eyes stands out now, confident suspicion. He walks towards it to find his fated opponent. Heard the name that was etched into the ground, promising to avenge the man for the discovery Kagero owes him.
It is thanks to you that I am now prepared. I will slay him without fail. May you rest in peace.
Damn. Kagero finally catches up, who begins filling in the blanks of his foe's lost past. Huh. Foes red, bringing the force of life, colors the battlefield a sickening shade of rouge. Rouge? Sticks everywhere, warm and viscous, and it is all that remains of the countless lives lost. Fresh blood, the smell of which enshrouds all. Yokai sense it, as do the dragonites and the werewolves. They know that members of their kind have been slain and they hunger for vengeance. But none dare draw near the scent of the crime. No creature of reason could withstand the stench of so much blood. Only two can willingly stand in a place such as this. The culprit himself and his mortal enemy. Kaga's mouth transforms into a crescent, his mouth a bottomless black pit, and his teeth an eerie shade of white.
Finally. You finally made it.
The sword in his hand quivers, he lets out a sharp breath, struggling to keep his exhilaration under control. Kagero scowls, his porcelain smooth skin trembles faintly, beads of nervous sweat running down his face.
To take you down.
So trembles, fear hangs thick in the air.
That face of yours is looking finer than before. Perhaps the bait I scattered around worked. Bait? You would call life bait? I would indeed. I get to enjoy the pleasure of killing and witness you sharpened by the sight of corpses. Two for the price of one, right? That's the thing about life. It exists to be snatched away. Nothing else could explain these fantastic circumstances around here.
I mean, yeah, Vellsar. He is callous and sadistic. The victim of this abuse simply grimaces and speaks, his voice tingled with bitterness.
I've remembered a little about what you are and about what I am. Oh? I've stopped you and your cruelties. I've thought you must be slayed. I am your enemy. You could not be more wrong in what you are doing. Life deserves to be respected. Tell me just one thing. Why do you wish to challenge me so badly? Allow me to correct your words. You cannot kill me. There will be no challenge taking place. You're asking why, but isn't it obvious? Let's talk about you instead. How's that memory of yours? Have you recalled much?
Memories of my past remain blurred.
A pity. Though I'm probably the one that took them.
What do you mean?
It means exactly what it sounds like.
I understand now. You're just an indiscriminate murderer.
The very same could be said about you.
There is just one thing that I do not understand about you. You have great skill at your disposal. Why not use it for justice?
What now?
Art of decay. Right now, it is a terrible, sinister technique. However, if utilized in the right way, it could save lives. Tsukikage, why did you fall to the dark side?
You really have no idea? Why did you fall to the dark side? I didn't fall. I am the dark side. Save
Right.
lives. What a joke. An utterly laughable joke. You understand nothing. Nothing at all.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Art of decay severs lives, not saves them. The blade exists to split you and I apart.
I do
Damn.
understand the meaning of your words.
Well, then I'll spell it out for you, Kagero. Listen closely.
You are me.
What are you saying?
You still can't figure it out? How many times do I need to repeat myself? You are me.
That is precisely what I do not understand.
Wrong again, fool. You're just refusing to accept the truth. You and I, we're spirits who dwell in swords. Vengeful souls that have no form of our own. A single sword held us both. I inhabited the blade, and you the sheath.
Oh, interesting.
We were two souls sharing one body, but I don't need, nor do I want anyone else around. No,
That cannot be.
you can turn away from the truth, but it will still be there. We fought over and over all the battles we had in the spirit world. Whichever of us won would gain control of our body. And I hated when you were the victor. One day, I could no longer stand it. So we dueled to the death. It ended with us both destroying each other, and we split apart. Now, there are two of us. Blade and sheath as two separate entities.
Interesting.
I see this body, this face. I had to learn how to move and walk again. But the body you have is the original.
Oh.
Lies. None of this can be true.
Your head is as rigid as your moves. A fool even amongst fools. Listen well. Why do you believe your sword cannot be used to kill? Because you're the sheath. Why does your body reek of blood? Because I've killed using that very same body.
These hands have never killed anyone.
Are you
Oh,
so
they
sure
have.
about that? Perhaps your mind is forgotten, but I bet your body can recall every last slice. Go ahead, recall that sensation. Remember how it felt. It's still there. I know it. In your palms, in your arms. The feel of slicing into someone and terminating their life. I cut the werewolf down as he fled.
Yep.
I killed the... And I turned my...
But that cannot be. With these hands?
With those very hands, you spilled an ocean of blood.
Oh shit. Art of Rejuvenation. Wow. That's gonna be the comeback, huh? Oh, that once dealt in a single sword, both warriors ready their weapon for a final showdown. Oh, it's gonna happen. What is this? Oh, that is poop. That is even worse poop than poop. Yeah. Corpse worm bellows. Loveless Neil. This looks interesting. Fairy Spirit Maiden. Underworld Ruler Aisha. That one is a bit odd, but the rest seems all right. You know, I think I'm gonna try this one. Let's try something different. The truth is revealed, Kagero's past exposed. They are one another. They dwell in the same sword as two halves of one whole. The two were once together, but an all-out battle between them broke the sword into parts, the blade in its sheath. The two were once one and the same. The scent of blood that stains Kagero's body belonged to them both.
Now that's a face worth remembering. How delightful.
I have killed with these hands.
With those very hands. Now do you finally understand? We are the same, but being the same is so very boring. Loathsome, in fact. Does this pain you to realize? Does it make you feel bitter? But the pain you feel is nothing compared to my hatred towards you. Do you know how agitating it was, not being able to control my own body? Even more detestable was that our skills were split even. That's why we traded victories. When I won, I got control of the body. When you won, the opposite was true. 50-50, as even as could be. That's why I had to develop that technique. With it, I can finally be rid of you and do as I please. Art of Decay. It is what sets you and I apart. It is the key to my victory. It is the technique that will extinguish your life. Once you're dead, I can truly be free. Prepare yourself, Kagero. I'm going to end you!
Tsukage's angry roar quickly turns into tempest. His hair dances in the air with every step. Sweat slips down his exposed forehead. Faint tears can be seen in his eyes. Even in the face of such sight, Kagero's hands firmly grip his sword.
This body. I remember now. The sensation of the people I killed. I killed people that fled. People that begged. People who called me a friend. Lives were lost by these hands. No one was left alive. It fills me with such sorrow.
Are you going to start crying?
Tsukikage, what do you intend on doing once you have killed me?
Is it not obvious? The same as now. Kill and then kill some more.
Yeah.
Eventually, the world will change. Each and every soul will glare and tear at one another. And bring back the exciting age of warfare and bloodshed.
Yeah, he's crazy.
I see. If so, I have no time for tears. You shall not be the cause of any more suffering.
And? What is that supposed to mean?
It means exactly what it sounds like. This is a conflict between you and I. No one else needs to be involved. Being hurt by you. Hurting you. They are my burden to bear. The sorrow, the misery. I will not let anyone else undergo these feelings.
What I do with anyone else doesn't concern you.
It certainly does. Even the fact that I have reached you were not the results of my power alone. You've come so far by killing people, severing ties. But I've gone this far through connecting with people.
Ooh.
Let's end this.
No matter. I was waiting for you to show me some fire in your eyes. I didn't hone my skill so that I can kill you at your weakest. I want to best you at your strongest, in a fair match. Back when we were still one, a defeat simply meant a short sleep. But this time is different. You won't wake up from this one.
Oh boy.
And forever disappear from my sight. Kagero.
Tsukikage, my other half, we are one. Hence why I must stop you.
Sad story.
You disgust me. A mere sheath is no sword. A sword never unsheathed is but a stick.
A drawn sword is but cold steel. Neither good nor evil.
For your duty forgotten.
And the path you walk gone astray.
Thus, you must fall!
Oh boy. That is exciting. Alright, man. Long episode. Probably would have been short if I won from the first try there, but let's not talk about that.
For I walk the righteous path.
A true sword's duty lies in slaughter.
I mean, that's fine. Sure, we can work with this. Can go Gloomy Necromancer.
I'm doing you a favor by putting your bones to use.
I'll engrave your name on your gravestone.
Uh-oh.
Show me your death.
Honey, as long as I have you,
Just 8 play points to play it as one of those. This is just not.
Yes, yes. Mine.
It's better than playing this, I think.
The void. It beckons me.
That's this. This is just a 4-3. 6-5 war, summon 2 skeletons. 6-5, deal 3 damage to an enemy. I remember Skull Ring was 3 play points, wasn't it? I think I remember that correctly.
Ladies and gentle ghosts, follow me.
Okay, got to the last level. Uh-oh. I don't like that card. I guess we can do this. It's either that or that will not trigger, so yeah.
Thou shalt decide.
Prepare yourself.
Grasp thy find your way.
Yeah, it's a pretty big boy.
Yoink.
This is a burial rite. Oh god, that's gonna be annoying to deal with.
Hold the heck down.
Show me your death.
Gain lesser, Silent Fiendish Knight. Gain lesser, deal 3 damage to a random enemy follower.
Find your way.
There is no other way. My path not pity.
Yeah.
Alright.
The void.
Getting a lot of necromancy. Oh no.
say goodbye to your life.
Why do I play with such trash decks?
You beckon?
I leave this to thee.
It just, this is just not good.
The bones embrace me. What are you hiding inside?
Oh no.
Ladies and gentle ghosts, follow me.
Why don't I have this deck? Hoping this would do something. Uh-oh. Uh,
Under my blade.
yeah, this is not happening.
For I walk the righteous path.
A true sword's duty lies in slaughter.
Alright, trying a another one of those decks because I'm just too lazy to build my own. Hopefully we'll be able to do it.
I'll engrave your name on your gravestone.
This looks pretty good though, so maybe we can do it.
Could I interest you in a pleasant dream?
Lots of bones, but make it fashion.
Oh, this looks good.
Dreams are true bliss.
Things I do for fashion.
Alright.
Dreams are true
Verifying
bliss.
access.
Controlling the board pretty well. Early shoot and dodge is not good.
Shutting down.
Hmm.
Verifying access.
I'm detestable.
Shutting down.
Dreams are true bliss.
Alright, looking pretty good.
Say goodbye to your life.
Hmm.
Sweet dreams.
So this Necromancy 12 split randomly. Huh. Play this, I'll get a ghost and then future ghosts. Still think this is probably for the best. It reduces his attack
You will bloom beautifully under my blade.
against the storm ones. Yep. Oh, that is a bad move. Ooh, interesting.
My notions aren't useless. I'm here to save you. I'm detestable.
Prepare yourself.
Watch out! I'll show you. Just watch.
Alright. If we lose these, yeah, we might get him back from the Baleful Necromancer.
Give me your neck.
The Bane.
I knew this would happen. I'm coming for detestable.
Corpses are all the same.
I don't have Necromancy 12. I am just dumb.
Well, aren't you a stubborn soul?
Okay, let's see what we have for Fleeting Joy. I think we have something good there.
I'm coming for detestable. Emotions have only made me stronger.
Boom! Right.
I'm coming for you.
This is Machina now. Huh. Alright, we might be able to do this. It is a battle of all battles here. Oh, this one is actually pretty good against his deck. Because he has a lot of weak followers, so I just keep getting defense.
What are you hiding inside?
Yeah, play all those. I don't mind.
Enemy identified.
I'll try not to obliterate you completely.
Boom. Ah, that burns. Fuck.
Corpses are all the same.
Find true freedom in quiescence.
All right.
Does this outfit make me look too moany?
We're doing this.
Can I go with you?
You are no more than a husk.
Finally.
This can't be.
Took a few attempts where I'm just gonna go ahead and delete those because they're just too embarrassing to watch.
I'm truly sorry.
Swords endlessly clash over and over, layering hits one after another and ringing the blades indefinitely on. Still, flickers of sparks, each strike illuminates glimpsings of the two swords. Okay, Manifest of Desire, the sword's blade. Kagero, Manifest of Reason, the sword's sheath.
You lack elegance.
Rhythm beats of Tsukikage's footsteps sing the song of death, the dance of which is beautifully cruel. The earth trembles under Kagero's foot, pure manifestation of might, of power, of force. Entirely different, entirely incompatible, and yet their swords meet as equals on battlefield, drawn together by the magnetic hand of fate.
So detestable, it's almost nostalgic.
Indeed. Each strike resonates and reverberates within me.
I must kill you.
I must stop you.
Direct strikes, they change position. Slashes, thrust, counters, countless techniques string together, accelerating ever faster. And leaps backward, not to evade, but as a sign, a display of his power to his opponent.
Despicable. But that's what makes the hunt all the more thrilling. Now, the end is nigh, Kagero. Your time in this world ends here.
Nods quietly in response, no longer is there any fears to be found in his gaze.
I shall prevail.
Thoughtless, reckless, pointless. My sword art represents the sum of my existence. Now, it's time I dyed the world in perfect red.
His body sinks down low like a compressed spring before the moment before it snaps. His opponent sinking low in turn, pointing the tip of his right foot straight down.
My sword will guide you through the veil onto the red floral path. Behold.
Since then, the two paths of life and death entwine.
Of decay.
Secret behind the guy is unbeknownst to all. The darkness of his thoughts, the guy expected to do all with his counterbalance in the end of time, but one day he awoke with a realization: the key is not swordsmanship per se, but rather the steps, the footwork, where the true nature of art of decay lies. Black path of blood red licorice in full bloom. Flowers are of course just visions, guy's honest sense of killing visualizes them as signals, as beckoning pathways for certain death. Follow the blood of the red road, unleash a deadly strike, and make bloom the flowers of blood. It is an unescapable technique. First flick of the ground is so quick, so powerful, numbing shock wave paralyzes the target. Preemptive strike. Speed imperceptible to the eyes, guy disappears from their sight and slips right in their blind spot, unseen by the immobilized striking target. The technique is complete with two lightning fast strike, as the art of decay, born darkest malice, and the victim of which this time is Kagero, or so Tsukikage thought. The very moment Tsukihage kicked off the ground, he was not the only figure that disappeared from sight. The two of them disappeared simultaneously. They moved so quickly that everything, even the light of the moon and the shadows themselves, lost track of them. Only the swish of their swords slicing through the air could be heard. An instant later, the two of them reappeared once more.
Impossible.
His voice sounded weak, as though his very soul has been crushed.
This can't be.
How? Tsukikage, you said it yourself. That we are one and the same. Twice I have experienced the technique. There is nothing you can master that I cannot. In addition, they say that dead men tell no tales, but the corpse of one man told me everything I needed to know. The key to your technique is the movement.
Connecting with people, huh?
Art of Decay simultaneously strikes the front and back of your opponent. However, the secret to this technique is not magic, but of exceptional swordplay and footwork. You step towards your opponent at an angle, and then rotate your body, with the toes of your extended foot as an axis. You make one strike there to the front, and then another strike to the back as you rotate out. By making two strikes from the side before the victim notices, you can simultaneously cut their abdomen and back in one move. After I puzzled out your secrets, all I needed was to do the same. It is this very body in which you had honed your skills. Meaning, the movements of it are embedded into these muscles, carved into these...
Oh, that's true.
I shouldn't be surprised. This is your specialty after all. Even when backed into a corner facing certain doom, you still managed to see what you needed to know.
Gaius had always known, but he never wanted to admit it. The reason why a sheath which does not cut could match up against a blade so experienced in the art of slaying was because Kagero was an expert at reading the minds of others, seeing through his opponents. He's the ideal blade, one that can cut through anything, then Kagero is the ideal sheath, one that provides total protection.
How detestable. You've always been that way, for ages upon ages.
Count was perfect, so I witnessed it with his own eyes. The very moment I stepped on the path of blood-red licorice, Kagero did the very same. Each other's first step clashed and cancelled one another. Each swung their blade and proceeded at the same time with the same trajectory. Bodies like tops, both anchor on their toes of their leading foot. They carry on the same rotation, made the same two lightning-quick slashes.
There was only one way to keep pace with you. Trace the same steps. There was only one way to defend against your blows. Follow the same strokes. There was only one way to surpass your technique. Master it myself.
Red flowers bloom, glistening beneath the moonlight, but they are not the red licorice born of Tsukihaya menace. It's fresh blood dripping from the mouth of the malicious sword.
In strength, but now I've surpassed you.
Damn it. I can still hear its echoes in my ears.
As their fights had heard a curious sound. At the moment Kagero stepped forward, like a sword being returned to its sheath, the fate of the duel had been decided that very instant.
You my technique with Yaido, didn't you? You sheathed and redrew your blade with your slash.
Strikes are truly equal, they should have cancelled out, but Kagero had added an extra burst of momentum, the thrust of a sword being unsheathed. All was clear, Kagero had been the faster sword.
I can't believe you did it. At the last possible moment, you overcame your pathetic, passive nature. An original strike of your own.
God damn! With each sword drops from his hand, his eyes look not upon the moon but down at the earth, being stained by his own blood.
By my own technique that I myself created. Will you then prattle on about it being karmic justice? I still haven't killed enough, haven't slaughtered enough, I haven't lived enough.
We are one sword with two souls. As your sins are my sins, your techniques are also my techniques. I shall swear an oath. From here, I will use your powers for the sake of this world. I will not waver from my path, even if I must leave a trail of wake. I am the sheath, and I am also the blade. I exist to protect, but also to slay. Farewell, Skikage. Your technique will be reborn. It shall no longer be known as Art of Decay.
May you be cursed, demon blade.
But rather as Art of Rejuvenation.
Oh boy. Snatch life from the blade, and Kagero's mind is finally quiet, free of noise. Its fallen body faintly shimmers in particles of light before being absorbed into Kagero's body. Ringing sound reverberates, the sound of a blade being sheathed. Two howls together once more. Inconvenient by the blade must be atoned for by the blade, and that is why he cannot rest. Stay in the world of sanguineous red. Now he must dye it a new color. Single sword requires slips back into the dark of the abyss night. Damn. Once more into darkness. Secret pride, peace, resolve, and resignation. Fails denounces as a joke. This is always the same, huh? The last chapter is always the same as the first one. Yeah, so we can like go faster through it.
I suppose it can't be pride, peace,
Mm-hmm.
resolve, resignation. None of it matters in the end. What a pity. Just kidding. Anyhow, the cycle isn't that right, Nexus. It's been
Guardian of this world. Why do you seek endless cycles of death and rebirth?
Why do you think
Thou art but a broken vessel, destined to succumb.
there's no need to get bent out of shape? Why, I am doing all this just for you, Keeper, Nexus. Just for you. Do remember that this world is under my control. No one can meddle in it unless I say so.
Vessel of stagnation, know thy fate is destruction. I am a keeper. I am Nexus of serenity. I bringeth harmony unto worlds.
We'll see about that.
It's very lovely if I do say so myself, but a tad too much, and things will lose their interest. Well then, it's time for me to slumber once again. Next, we'll revisit that nostalgic place. Perhaps this time, the bullet of fate will hit its mark.
Well, this has been the story mode over here. I'm very interested to see the last chapter, but until then, hope you guys enjoyed watching. Make sure you like, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you next time. We're going to make Stop Working. Bye-bye.